Sigma females are the rarest on the planet. They're less found than any other female personality archetype, and less even than their Sigma male counterparts. A Sigma female is not afraid to be different, and she makes her own path in life. She's the one who defies the status quo and goes to achieve things people tell her she's not supposed to achieve. She breaks the norm and hates tradition. Welcome to Viral Brain, where we explore the psychology of different personality types. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can be notified whenever we release new content. If you found a Sigma female and you're in a relationship with her, you're very lucky, because Sigmas are the most devout, loyal, and supportive partners you could ever wish for. However, make sure to follow the number rules we're about to reveal in this video so everything goes smoothly, otherwise you will fall into trouble. Let's get into it. Number 1. Be your own person. Here's a quick fact. Betas are drawn to an alpha, and alphas are drawn to betas, but sigmas, they're drawn to sigmas. A sigma doesn't want to be in a relationship with an extension of herself. She wants to see your uniqueness and appreciate your individuality. She's not interested in someone who fades into the crowd. In other words, don't be a beta. She wants to be with a man who's successful and who occupies similar status to her own in the socio-sexual hierarchy. This is because Sigmas aren't competitive. She doesn't need to prove herself better than anyone. She's silently confident, so she doesn't feel threatened by her partner's success. On the contrary, she encourages it. She values her time and resources above everything, and being in a relationship means putting in a big portion of this time and resources. So she wants to get something out of the relationship. She wants a different perspective on life, an independent opinion she can ask for advice when she needs it. She doesn't want the relationship revolving around one side. She wants a shared experience. So no, I'll go wherever you want to go, and no, I'll have whatever you're having. None of that. You must have your own career and life choices outside the relationship. She doesn't want you to be her boyfriend. She wants you to be her life partner. I'll say that again. Life partner. 50-50. Number 2. Give and take. Don't take and take. Sigma females are hyper-aware of the responsibilities that come with companionship, and because of their self-priority, they're willing to forsake that companionship if it stands in the way of achieving their goals. Look, Sigmas aren't selfish. They care about their families and friends very, very much, but they just care about themselves a bit more. If she feels that being in a relationship with you is draining her time and energy and weighing her down, she will leave. I'm not saying don't expect her to spend any time with you. I'm just saying two things. Give her space and give her something in return. Stop being insecure. She loves spending time with you, but work is work, and work comes first. And she also wants to spend time with her family and friends. Take a portion of her life, not a big one, and give her something in return when she does spend time with you. Even if it's an outside perspective on a matter she's been thinking about, moral support, or just a good laugh or believing in her when very few other people do. Number 3. Keep it interesting. Sigma females get bored easily. They must be continuously intellectually and sexually stimulated in order to stay interested. So, suggest new ideas for date nights, or plan an adventure like camping or rock climbing on the weekend. Make changes around the house frequently and always buy her new things, even if it's just little ornaments or cute nightlights. Keep it interesting in bed by coming up with new and bold things. Set an unbreakable rule of making her smile at least once a day, and she will love you forever. Number 4. Never lie. Sigma females are hard to convince, and when you're hard to convince, you easily spot all the lies. She knows for a fact that the vast majority of people around them lie all the time. Whether her colleague about why she was late, her parents about pretty much everything, and even the TV and the internet being mostly inaccurate and misleading. And Sigmas, they hate lying. They're brutally honest. Even if it hurts someone, they don't care. They tell it as it is. So at first, she will probably suss you out as lying about this or lying about that. and you don't need to constantly prove to her, again and again, that you are a ridiculously honest person. And give her time. Don't expect her to believe it after 3 or 4 times. Please don't get offended. She doesn't have trust issues. She's just smart. Look, I know this can come across as stating the obvious. Pfft, of course, no one should ever lie, whether with a Sigma or not. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about even the little white lies or giving misleading information, or even hiding something from her. This is a critical rule, because if you get caught one time, it'll probably take more than a lifetime to regain her trust. Number 5. Make the first move. Sigma females rarely approach men, and unlike betas, it doesn't come from a place of self-doubt or insecurity. They have confidence in their personality, just not in their social skills, and they just don't really care that much. She knows she's good enough, she's just not sure whether she has the ability and the willingness to prove she is. She focuses on herself and prioritizes her own goals and happiness, and she's the most self-sufficient and the best natural survivor of all the female personality archetypes. So the fact is, she doesn't need a partner, or she's not exactly exerting any effort trying to find one. In order to get close to a Sigma female, you have to first be a blip in her radar. I'm not asking you to go out of your way flirting or confessing your love to her at first sight. A simple inviting smile would do to start a conversation, a cheeky remark or a daring question. You might have to start the conversation for the first few times, and if you're interesting enough, she'll be hooked. A huge sign that a Sigma female is really interested in you is if she starts a conversation. When you get to that point, you can rely on her to make many first moves. Number 6. Keep up. Sigma females are ambitious, and they always look within and try to become a better version of themselves. She loves learning new things, exploring new ideas and emotions, and growing as a human being. So if you don't keep up with that growth, she will outgrow you. You have to be making advancements in your career, reading as much as she does, and becoming generally more competent in life to be able to challenge a Sigma's intellect and converse with her deeply. Other than that, she'll just think you're immature, or at least not as mature as her, more so if she's a couple of years older. Number 7. Make up with her quickly. Never allow a fight with a Sigma female to last too long. With an alpha, it might be your best bet to take a couple of days after a big fight to calm down and start thinking clearly, but with a Sigma, no. Like I said, a Sigma values her time and energy above everything, and she hates wasting it on fights. So the longer time you spend not on the best terms, the more frustrated she gets. She wants to resolve the issue now so they can go back to enjoying life and being productive. Don't avoid the conversation. No, let's talk about it tomorrow. Deal with your anger and solve the problem. She'd always think, if you could spend 3 days without talking to me, you might as well spend 3 more weeks, or years. If it's up to a Sigma, she'd never fight or argue, and she'd love to have a peaceful and loving relationship. Number 8. Appeal to reason. Sigmas are the most logical archetype. They have realistic and pragmatic views on life, and they're persuaded by reason. Never give a Sigma female a direct order, especially if she thinks it's unreasonable. You know that girl who stands up and starts walking towards the kitchen to do the dishes, and on her way you call for her from the other room, "Hey, you still haven't done the dishes yet? Go do them right now." And she goes, "Well, now I'm not gonna do it." Yeah, she's a Sigma. Avoid practicing authority over Sigma females, because there's nothing they hate more. And I'm not saying you should just allow her to do whatever she wants whenever they want. Instead, try to find persuasive ways and appeal to reason with her own personal interest in mind, while also giving her responsibility. And give her a proper time window to finish the task. Something like, "Hey, can you please do the dishes before 5 because that's when I finish work, and I'll start cooking immediately because we're both gonna be starving." Number 9. Have a thick skin. Don't be offended if she doubts you even after 10 years of faithfulness. Look, as a general rule of thumb, alphas are more likely to suffer from anxiety or narcissism, betas from anxiety or depression, and sigmas from paranoia or depression. Without going into too much detail, this is because Sigmas spend too much alone thinking time, and because she can clearly see how incompetent or dishonest the masses are. If you add a little childhood trauma to this mix, Sigmas become dangerously predisposed to suffering from paranoia. Now, even if it's not severe and glaring, like she doesn't think you poison her food, someone's following her, or the government is tapping her phone, but she might occasionally have a casual, ridiculous thought about you cheating on her, and her mild paranoia might act on it to somehow make it more believable by making her see things and connecting dots that never should be connected, and she freaks out about it. Look, if you freak out about this too, there's a very big chance it might be the end of the relationship. Just give her the comfort she needs and let it go. She's probably aware of the fact that she might be a bit paranoid, and she can't do anything about it. So if you become super offended and make a big deal out of her sometimes doubting you, she will stop communicating these thoughts with you because she'll be afraid of your reaction. And while most thoughts she can easily dismiss as implausible, sometimes she can't do it alone. She needs your help. So if you're not there, these thoughts will grow into a monster, and it'll be an issue. Thanks for watching.